There's one inside that one.
Where is it? You seen it? I moved too fast. You see that one up here trying to get into the cell?
Oh yeah, right there. I see
Look
it.
at this one, y'all.
God, he doing the same thing.
Pleomorphizing, trying to make it inside of a cell. Look at this one. This is what you would call a rod. This ascrit. This is called the ascrit one. Y'all see it? I might have to change it to a pH for y'all to see it. Can y'all see that rod? It's changing green and black. These are very, very dangerous. These are very dangerous. And we see this in a lot of our herpes clients or herpes family members. Y'all see it over there? Let's go to a different, let's bring it over here though and go to a different objective to see if we see it better. You see it just went behind that red blood cell like that? They be hiding, boy. Y'all see it, y'all? I'm gonna zoom in on it. Look at that sucker. See how I go deep into the plasma and disappear? And these things love to hide behind metal. They hide behind vaccinations. They hide behind mercury. They hide behind everything. But chlorophyll will get these things out, get the metals out for they can show themselves. Cilantro will get the metals out for they can show themselves. But they are in the bloodstream, pleomorphizing, becoming all of the different ones. If this go through the bloodstream and it ends up in what you'll call the thymus gland and it messes up the lymphatic system in the thymus gland, they'll call that HIV because it starts depleting the CD4 cells. If it ends up in the pancreas and become a fluke worm and turn into a pancreatitism, they'll call it diabetes because it start feasting and eating on the actual insulin. If it get inside the lungs and start eating the lining of the lungs and the respiratory system go to respiratory failure or respiratory inflammation, you start coughing up and producing a lot of mucus. They'll call it bronchitis or asthma. If this same thing pleomorphizes itself and go to the fingernails and come back into like a yeast candida form, they'll call it toenail fungus. If it get inside the brain and passes the blood and brain barrier and start messing with the brain and causing brain inflammatory diseases, this is where you get all your neurological disorders from. Everything we're talking about is about parasites. If it goes from the pyloric sphincter of the stomach and moves towards the stomach area and gets inside the stomach and start messing with the mucosa membrane there, they call this Helicobacter pylori. All I'm talking about is the same different parasite that have the potentiality of pleomorphizing or shapeshifting itself depending on the part of the body it's in, because each part of the body have a different type of climate change. It's a different type of environment, which will make them have to adapt. And when these parasites adapt, they can become hideous or they can be your best friends in the world. So the best way to check them is by just taking a blood sample. We used to take blood samples from the venous system. Now we take blood samples from the capillary bed of the tip of the finger, because we notice that when you do your blood sample in there, you less likely to damage the blood. And then you got 30 to 45 minutes to get that live sample on a cell, on a slide, and then cover it with a cover, add some immersive oil to it, and put it under a powerful microscope, crystallized microscope. That way you can see it in dark field, because most of these microscopes are not using crystal glass, or they're using the wrong type of light emittancy, and you can't really penetrate that slide to see what's really going on within the blood, especially in the blood matter. So if you got the right equipment and you really know what you're doing, you can see everything. We study cardiomyocyte cells. We study